a few minutes, but right now a tense standoff on Turpin Drive was blocked for hours on Monday as Richmond police officials negotiated with an armed gunman. Officials say Ryan Denholm entered his former girlfriend's apartment armed with a handgun, demanding to speak with her. The female victim and two other people were inside the apartment when Denholm reportedly forced his way inside. Denholm held the three occupants at gunpoint until police arrived. The female victim had an active emergency protective order against Denholm. When officers arrived, they were able to negotiate the release of the female victim without injury. The other two occupants had to be rescued through a bedroom window. Police negotiators eventually convinced Denholm to surrender peacefully without incident, where he was taken into custody and then lodged in the Madison County Detention Center. Richmond police charged Denholm with the following offenses: first-degree burglary, first-degree kidnapping, wanton endangerment, possession of a handgun by a convicted felon, violation of a Kentucky EPO DVO. Denholm was charged with complicity to murder, complicity to attempted murder, and complicity to first-degree burglary back in 2016. The charges stemmed from his involvement in the 2011 murder of Zachary Flower of Berea. The state recommended a 5-year sentence for the charges to run consecutively. Kentucky law allows the complicity to murder charge and other charges to be paroled after serving only 20% of the sentence. Denholm has a long list of other charges levied against him in several other cases and jurisdictions around the state. These include burglary, fleeing, hindering prosecution of apprehension, and other felonies. We're going to keep you updated on that story. Well, WBON-TV is following developments out of Rockcastle County. The deputy coroner in Rockcastle County has confirmed to us that one male, 25-year-old Alex Helton, is dead, and a woman is now in a Lexington hospital suffering from 3 gunshot wounds. The case stems from a domestic dispute late Monday night on Flat Gap Road, where officials and emergency crews were called to the scene. We will continue to investigate this story when we have more details available, and we do know right now that this female is at UK and that her condition is listed as unknown at this time. So like I said, we will follow up with more details as those become available. Well, Governor Andy Beshear says Kentuckians who became unemployed in 14 Kentucky counties due to severe storms and tornadoes on December the 10th are eligible for disaster unemployment assistance. He says farmers and those who are self-employed and had worked uninterrupted are also eligible. The deadline to apply for that is January the 18th. First Lady Brittany Beshear provided an update on the Western Kentucky Toy Drive. She said the program collected hundreds of thousands of toys and gift cards for impacted families. So many that she and volunteers will be able to provide additional gifts to children in 2022 for their birthdays or other special occasions. She said her office was able to assist every family that reached out to her for help before the end of the toy drive on December the 23rd, including families that did not have transportation to storefront sites and needed individual deliveries to their home. In addition, thanks to the dedicated volunteers, the program was able to deliver toys to an additional families even after the drive ended on Christmas Eve. In less than 1 week, you gave millions of dollars in kind donations to help provide financial relief to parents at Christmas time, the First Lady said, thanking donors and volunteers. But the true value of this initiative can't be measured with the dollar amount. It can only be measured with the smiles of these children's faces. Good story there. Well, the Christmas season may have passed, but you might be trying to figure out what to do with your tree. If you have a natural Christmas tree, the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife say they will take your Tannenbaum and use it to build homes for fishes. In the annual program, which is currently ongoing through January the 15th, Kentucky Fish and Wildlife are accepting natural Christmas trees at more than 24 drop-off locations, including one at Lake Reba's recreational complex right here in Richmond. Across the state, this annual program will ask that you remove any lights, ornaments, tinsel, garland, and any other decorations from trees that will be donated. Tree collection will continue between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. daily. Kentucky Fish and Wildlife staff build habitat structures out of the Christmas trees and then submerge them in public waters. Fish and Wildlife officials say this makes a great refuge for the feeding habitat for game fishes as well as their prey. Small fish and invertebrates that are crucial for a thriving ecosystem. Well, retirement is defined as the action or fact of leaving one's job and ceasing to work. But what if you're a single dad? Michael Watkins has this story on Richard Tate, who is retiring from the Richmond Fire Department to spend more time with his 4 kids.
After 20 years of serving the city of Richmond, Richard Tate will retire at the end of the year as Assistant Chief of the Richmond Fire Department.
My kids have been on me for a while, and of course they're my number one. That's what my first priority I have to take care of. And when I started running the numbers and seeing when I could go out and what the possibilities were, first it was February 1st, and then we did some time on that, and then Frankfurt called back and said you can actually go January 1st, and we're moving to Berea before too long, and they said, well, you can close on your house 12/31 and you can retire 1/1, and I said, you can't make that up.
Tate began his career at the age of 20 as a firefighter in 2002 and received his first promotion in 2004 and was promoted every 4 years until becoming Assistant Chief in 2019. During his time on the staff of the Richmond Fire Department, Tate has seen a lot and been through a lot in his own personal life, including losing his wife, Tara. He said after taking a leave of absence after Tara's passing, he came back to work as fire inspector, which is an 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. position. He said nobody else put in for that position because they knew he couldn't work any other shifts with 4 kids at home depending on just him. He spoke about how his family at home and his second family at the fire department helped him work through that loss.
It's a family. When you're on a shift work, a 24/48 shift work, you're there literally with your team for a third of the year. So they become your family, and when you go through tragic situations like that, they obviously step up and do anything and everything that they can to help you. And so that's the biggest thing. That's one of the biggest things that I'm going to miss about this is the brotherhood. From whenever you're in that circle to whenever you step out of that.
Tate's retirement was announced and approved at a recent City Commission meeting where there was nothing but good things to be said as he steps into this new chapter of his life.
Order 21-172, an order of the City of Richmond accepting retirement by an employee in the fire department. Madam Clerk, please.
Whereas Richard Tate, Assistant Chief in the Fire Department, has submitted his retirement notice to the City on December 2nd, now therefore be it ordered by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners accepts the retirement of Richard Tate from the Fire Department effective January 1st, 2022. The City would like to thank Mr. Tate for his service and dedication to the department since February of 2002 as Firefighter 1. He was then promoted as Firefighter 2 in January of 2004. More promotions were awarded throughout his career in December of 2018 as Lieutenant, then Captain in October of 2012, Fire Inspector on October 2018, and finishing out his career as Assistant Chief since May of 2019. The Board of Commissioners wishes him the best in his future endeavors.
2002, you looked a lot younger.
Now it's my turn, Richie. I got hired with Richard the same day. We all went through training at the same time, so I've got a little more special, I guess, kinship with Richard, as you might say, as most firemen. But I will say, I'll be brief, Richard is a good firefighter, an even better human being.
Enjoy those babies.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service. We got it from here.
Speaking of this new chapter, Tate says he has a lot to look forward to post-retirement.
Taking care of my kids, investing in them. They're going to be 9 to 13, and as you know, as much pressure as this world's giving everybody right now, it's tough, and it's tough for kids. So I think that I need to be investing as much time, as much effort into them as I can, So I'm not sure. We've had 3 or 4 guys retire here in the past month or two. So I'll be leaning on them, see what they're doing, and trying to keep that up. Brent Causey and Jason Hurt and Darrell Webb, they've went here recently, so they're living it up right now, and I'm getting ready to join them.
I think I speak for a lot of the citizens of Richmond who want to say thank you and congratulations to Richard Tate. Enjoy retirement, and we appreciate all the service that you've given us over the years. For WBON TV, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that story. Now we're going to take our first break of the day. Don't go anywhere. We've got weather, sports, and a lot more news coming up right here on Live at 5.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
Here are some helpful tips to get your house ready for winter. Make sure your filter is changed. Typical locations are at your air handler or furnace, and a filter grill or an air cleaner like this. If you have other accessories on your system, like UV lights or a humidifier, now would be the time to service those. Make sure your ceiling fans are set to clockwise rotation. Go ahead and close those foundation vents. Disconnect your garden hoses from your outdoor spigots. Have Madison HVAC keep you warm this winter. Give us a call at 859-625-1471. And remember, we fix that too.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Locally family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is a full-service construction company offering full-service home maintenance. Bluegrass Restoration specializes in wind, fire, and water damage and mold remediation. With 24/7 emergency services, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is here to serve you during any emergency. All their services are performed in-house with no subcontractors. No job is too big or small for Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Give them a call at 859-353-1133.
Have you been to Rockin' Robins yet? We have a large selection of new boutique, gently used clothing and accessories located on 451 Big Hill Avenue. EKU students get 20% off clothing with ID. Purging that closet? Bring those items in for cash on the spot. Rockin' Robins on Big Hill Avenue. See you there.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. Another unseasonably warm day coming off a very, very warm weekend. Had the windows open in the house yesterday. Susie, I'm hoping at some point we will see some winter weather this coming year. Tell us about it.
Thank you so much, Brenda Lynn from the Madison HVAC Weather Center. This is meteorologist Susie Martin. We have been tracking such mild weather the last few days, and I wanted to point out how warm our holiday weekend was as we soared to 70 degrees on Saturday, running 26 degrees above the average, and even a mild start to this week. And this milder pattern continues, but this last week of 2021 will be an active one with numerous disturbances that we're tracking, prompting showers and rumbles. Also a rainy start to our new year, it looks like, planning on some rain. Now today we've been tracking those stronger wind gusts along with the milder temperatures. So I wanted to look ahead into tonight, where we do still have some stronger gusts expected into the evening and overnight hours. But after midnight, the winds will begin to subside. But the next chapter in our weather story is this cold front that will be advancing through the Commonwealth, and this is going to be triggering rounds of rain and thunderstorms. The front actually slows down and kind of stalls out, which will serve as a conveyor belt for the next disturbance that will be popping up later this week. But what this means for us is a smattering of showers and rumbles of thunder, scattered to widespread at times and heavy at times as well, as we do have a decent amount of moisture to work with. But there'll be lulls in between the rain, of course, but planning on using those umbrellas, we're thinking, and planning on that rain to slow you down maybe a little bit for our Wednesday. Severe wise, we don't have any big concerns in the greater Richmond area, but there is a severe threat farther south for our friends in Bowling Green and Tennessee especially. That's where we have a more elevated risk of severe weather, but we should be in the clear here locally. Over 3/4 of an inch of rainfall showing up here through our Thursday. Lows tonight will be down into the mid-50s, we're thinking, with wind gusts up to around 30 miles per hour into early evening. A breakdown of the day tomorrow, planning on rain and thunderstorms. We do have our mild temperatures still persisting. Again, I'm not too concerned with the severe weather potential. Another disturbance arriving later this week, and we stay mild through the first of the new year, but a cold front will cool us down. Thanks for watching your WBON TV forecast.
Thanks, Susie. And for weather all the time, you'll find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com, courtesy of Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Well, even though most Kentuckians have yet to see a substantial snowfall this season, the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet has tips for drivers to help prevent them from getting caught out in the cold. Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says that it's important to prepare a winter-specific emergency travel kit. In addition to the safety kit mainstays like first aid kits, flashlights, and non-perishable food items, the Transportation Cabinet lists the following items as essential during the cold weather months: extra coat, gloves, blankets or sleeping bags, ice scraper, shovel, along with a bag of sand, tire chains or snow tires. For more winter driving safety tips, you can visit snowky.ky.gov. Well, a startup manufacturer of building components is making its home in Kentucky. As Governor Andy Beshear announced, Steel Blue Building Components, LLC, will locate to Frankfort, creating 146 well-paying jobs in a nearly $17.7 million investment. Steel Blue will locate in the existing 55,000 square foot former Genesco shoe manufacturing facility on Hickory Drive in Frankfort. The facility will operate as the company's primary manufacturing location to build components for the commercial construction industry. Company leaders noted the region's central location within the U.S. market and access to key transportation components as major factors in the decision to locate to Franklin County. Jobs created at the facility will include machine operators, shipping personnel, and various leadership and management positions. Work on the project is scheduled to begin in January and be completed by the end of 2022. And with that, we're going to take another short break. Don't go anywhere. We've got more news coming up right here on WBON Channel 9.
I've been asked many times what's really the difference between calling just any plumber or calling a pro at Fast Flow for your underground pipe repairs. Then I got a sweet tooth and it hit me. Here's Maddie and Blake to demonstrate. Most plumbers will dig up your entire yard, making a mess that's costly and unsightly. Fast Flow will dig 2 holes and use the existing pipe as a guide to install the new, stronger liner, and you get a 20-year warranty. It's a piece of cake, right guys?
Call Pro Fast Flow!
Man Chrysler in Richmond is Truck Town, USA. New trucks, used trucks, little trucks, big trucks, short trucks, long trucks. Hey, that's not a truck. Work trucks and fancy trucks. Who says you can't get a truck? Come on down to Man Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Richmond for your best deal today. Truck Town, USA.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are going to drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's going to put the work in the first place?
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
You're watching Richmond's very own Channel 9, Richmond's first over-the-air television service. WBON airs 4 channels of great programming on the AMG, Buzzer, Heartland, and Retro TV networks. WBON TV channels are available on all area cable systems too, including Spectrum. Advertising on WBON TV is very affordable, and your message will be seen regionally by viewers from London to Lexington. Join our growing list of advertisers today. You'll be surprised how affordable TV advertising can be. Email today for information on our special introductory offer and start doing marketing and advertising that works. Email us at information@wbontv.com or message us on WBON TV Facebook.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. Well, even though we won't have any WBON TV basketball games this week, some of our teams are still in action, including some big matchups in Lexington. With more on those games and scores from all around the area, here's our very own Michael Watkins.
After taking a few days off during the holiday weekend, several of our local coverage area teams got back on the hardwood, including Madison Central, who is competing in the White, Greer, and Maggard Holiday Classic at Lexington Catholic, a tournament loaded with top 20 teams, including Woodford County, North Laurel, George Rogers Clark, the host school, Lexington Catholic, and the top-ranked team in the state, Ballard. After beating Bardstown in the first game of the tournament on Sunday, last night, Madison Central squared off against the top-ranked team in the state, those Ballard Bruins, the team that ended their season last year in the first round of the state tournament. The Indians led by 3 points after the first quarter with Will Harden, who had a 30-point, 14-rebound performance in the first-round game, picking up where he left off with another 9 points in the first quarter of the Ballard game. Central would add to that lead in the second quarter and take a 32-26-point advantage into the half. The second half was when Ballard came to life and their depth and physicality started to show while they are ranked number 1 in the state. The Bruins took a 1-point lead into the fourth quarter before pulling away in the second half to a 67-60 victory over the Indians. Harden once again led the team in scoring, dropping 19 points in the loss, while Jalen Davis scored 18 points. The two also combined to knock down 8 3-pointers as well. Robbie Todd scored 9 points, while Trey Skaggs and Jaden West scored 7 points each. The Indians used only 5 players in the loss as they continue to search for depth, while Ballard had 9 different players score 4 or more points in the game, led by Maker Barr's 13 points, 9 rebound performance. In other scores from around the area, the Madison Southern Lady Eagles won their first game of their tournament down in Orlando, Florida. Southern won 46-4 over Bayside, Florida, with Bella Moberly leading the way with 17 points. And the Lady Pirates of Berea have still yet to face defeat. After defeating Elliott County 50-36 in the Ohio River Classic, Berea is now 10-0 on the season and will face Heritage out of Maryville, Tennessee later today. Madison Howe scored 20 points to go along with 11 rebounds in the win yesterday and was named Player of the Game. For WBON TV Sports, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that sports update. We're going to take another break. Don't go anywhere. We've got lots more news coming up right here on Live at 5.
Veterans Contracting now has ProScan. ProScan is 5 times faster than traditional manual roofing estimates. Using ProScan, Veterans Contracting can give you a 100% virtual experience, touch-free, hassle-free, and appointment-free, using 3D modeling to measure and scan your roof with our state-of-the-art drone technology. Be prepared for storm damage with a pre-loss scan. ProScan, where trust starts with transparency. Call for your ProScan roof analysis, 859-382-3430. Veterans Contracting, specializing in roofing.
The mission at H2 Health is to create a healthcare environment where their employees and clients love to be. They offer a wide range of services including physical therapy, occupational therapy, a chronic pain program, wellness and fitness programs, dry needling, and more. H2 Health is here to get you back in the game and feeling your best with locations in Richmond, Berea, and more. Visit h2health.com to learn more and get started today at H2 Health.
Hi, I'm John Leeds, owner-operator of Leeds Fine Jewelry at 108 East Main Street in downtown Richmond, Kentucky. So this holiday season, we have men's jewelry, rings, chains, ladies' jewelry, we have vintage jewelry, and don't forget we always have Kentucky agate. If you've got hard to shop for people in your family, come to Leeds Jewelry. We're nationally known, we're locally owned. Merry Christmas.
Choose Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital for your health care. Consider having your preventative care such as a CT lung screening, a mammogram, or a colonoscopy at Markham and Wallace Hospital. You can feel safe to come to the hospital campus. Following CDC guidelines, our care team is doing everything possible to ensure your safety and well-being. For more information about Markham and Wallace Hospital, call 606-723-2115 or visit mercy.com.
You know when you step outside and it feels absolutely perfect? The air's not too warm, not too cool, just perfection? Now imagine if you could have that same feeling inside your home at a price that feels even better. You can, thanks to the folks at Affordable Heating and Air. Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's Affordable Heating and Air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
The Old West, the way you remember it. Good guys and bad guys.
Come and join us as we watch and talk about the best of the West.
Western movies, TV shows, and more.
Draw Western Theater, Saturdays at 1 p.m.
Here on Richmond's very own Channel 9.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WVON Channel 9. Well, the holiday weekend saw a few traffic accidents around the area. On Monday, there was an injury accident near the 97-mile marker on southbound I-75. One lane of the interstate was blocked. As a result, the tractor-trailer and a passenger vehicle were involved. The tractor-trailer became overturned during that accident. Also on Monday, commuters who were traveling southbound toward Richmond during the afternoon found themselves in a jam following an overturned car in a ditch. You can see a viewer-submitted photo of Old Richmond Road backed up heading down toward the river. This morning, a multi-vehicle accident in front of the Dollar General and Derby State Equipment on the Robert R. bypass slowed traffic, and other traffic impacts today include an overturned dump truck near the New Irvin bypass this afternoon, and then this truck getting wedged in the Red House Road Railroad overpass. Lots of traffic impacts for sure over the last few days. Well, Clay City Police reported that their Operation Fire and Ice Round 2 has resulted in 20 additional indictments. That brings the total of, well, over 50 people indicted for November and December. A good job to the Clay County staff there. And with that, we're going to say goodbye to another Live at 5. Don't go anywhere. We've got the Daily Flash coming up right here, and we'll have Michael Watkins here at the news desk for the rest of the week. I will see you guys next week. Have a great week. Bye.